Mr. Wade here. I'm now at the Willamette National Cemetery. I'm looking for Tanja. And who is she? She is a victim of a murderer out here in Portland, Oregon. Now, Mr. Wade's looking for a grave. Now, if I find it, it's a lot of graves out here at the Willamette National Cemetery out here in Portland, Oregon. And it's a good story. Not a good story, a sad story. But Mr. Wade and Mrs. Crime are trying to bring you another story. So tune in. I'm looking for her grave right now. And on the way, I'll break it down to actually what happened. Stay tuned. So this is section G that Miss Tanja is located in. So I'm going to walk and look through all this right here. This whole entire section. Way over to where the cleaning vehicle is over there. To back over here. And there's graves, headstones. You can say the word a lot. I'm gonna say galore. There's a lot of beautiful graves out here, galore. That means a lot of different graves. And it gave a section G. It gave a suite. I guess each one of these are called suites. And without the exact pin location, I'm gonna take a try for it, take a stab at it, right? See if Mr. Wade can find it. Stay tuned. So it's Mr. Wade here, and I've been looking for the past 2.5 hours. Now, as we see right here behind me, there is a lot of graves over here in section G. Now, section G goes on forever, and I've been walking, looking at each one, taking the wet grass, because as you see, it's raining out here. And that's something that it always does out here in the Oregon state. Rain, rain, rain. You know, I saw you. But anyways, rain is something that is natural over here. But anyways, the story is on Tanja. As you know, I'm going to post her name up here because I'm bad with names. Mr. Wade's always bad with names. But anyways, let's say that Mr. Wade gave it an honest 100% out here in this rain, wind. As you see, I got the umbrella, Mrs. Crime's umbrella. And I'm here to give the story. Now, the story is of Miss Tanja. Now, she's 19 years old. This goes back to like 1983, in the 80s. Okay, so the story is this. Out here in Portland, Oregon, there was found to be a murderer. I'm gonna post his name and a photo of him. Now, this guy was known to be attacking sex offenders. Now, offenders don't sound right. I would say the ones that solicit sex. Those were his ones he attacked. Now, what he did was he attacked her and he attacked 3 other females. And of course, he murdered all 4. Between the years of 1983 to the early 1990s. Now, this guy evaded the police. Whoever was investigating, they found it to be him with blood samples and everything like that. And they end up capturing him in the 2000s. Now, he goes to jail and he goes to prison and he goes to court, of course. Who doesn't go to jail or prison without going to court? So he goes to jail, goes to prison. Now, this guy was sought upon for years. Now they find him. They find the guy, right? They capture him, take him to court, of course, to go to court. And he's in there, and the judge that he has seems to come up with the idea that due to all the paperwork and all the investigations, that it was handled wrong. You probably know where I'm going with this, right? It was handled wrong. So instead of him getting years and years for these murders, he gets some time, and due to the complication of all the evidence and everything like that, he gets let out in maybe not even 5 years. He gets let out. They're saying that it may not be him, it might be somebody else due to evidence. Well, this guy, of course, he moves with his sister. And years go on. Like I said, he lost a lot of weight. He become sick of some disease, and he died at the weight of 88 pounds. Now, the story is not sad about him. The story is sad about Tanja and the other 3 females that were murdered by this guy that he obviously got away with. It took him years to capture this guy, and when he does, he goes and plays that he's mentally ill. He can't speak well. They gave him saying that he's psychic. He's not psychic, but he's has a psychosis. He's schizophrenia. He has bad memory. He didn't have bad memory when he murdered Tanja and the other 3 females, right? There was no bad memory there. The man knew what he was doing. So anyways, that was the story out here in Willamette National Cemetery. Wish I could have showed the actual grave in realness, but I will be posting the picture of the grave on here, as well as the find the grave photo. So, once again, never count out Mr. Wade. I'm gonna tell you the surprise visit that I found. I found Miss Tanja. Yes, I've been looking out here for over 2 hours. Here I am giving up on the whole situation. And what do you know? Mr. Wade finds it. So we're going to give respect to Miss Tanja, the murder victim of the individual that I posted on here. And to let you guys know, it's a sad day. It's a rainy day. Those are tears. But Mr. Wade brought you the story, and Mrs. Crime. So let's pay a visit to Miss Tanja. Stay tuned. So this is the grave of Miss Tanja in December 20th, 1963 to July 9th, 1983. It states, daughter of a SCO Willie Harris, USA. Daughter of a veteran, Mrs. Tanja N. And she was born December 20th, 1963. Wow. And was unfortunately murdered by the individual in Portland, Oregon, July 9th, 1983. The daughter, Willie Harry, USA veteran. Hope you guys enjoyed the visit here to the Willamette National Cemetery. The unfortunate story on Tanja. Me and Mrs. Crime's condolences go out to the family. All love and respect to all the graves out here as it is, all their families. Stay tuned for a lot more from Tombstone Whispers. A lot more to come. Thank you all our subscribers. And this is Mr. Wade and Mrs. Crime coming to you from Willamette National Cemetery, Portland, Oregon. Stay tuned for a lot more.